Hello dear students, this is a final revision of 3rd primary. This is the answer of the model exam 1 and you have it in your sheet. You have to study your lessons first before answering. Good luck. We will start with the vocabulary part. The first exercise here is choose. Read the sentence well before you answer. The first sentence: village, desert, or city is a very small town in the countryside. The answer is village. Number 2, a port, station, or platform is a place where ships stop. Yes, it's a port. Number 3, all parents received preparations, invitations, passports to the school party. Of course, it's invitations. Number 4, my family and I traveled to Paris every year, last summer or this week. Here we have the verb in the past tense, so we have to choose last summer. Number 5, please or don't open the windows. It's too hot. If I didn't complete reading the sentence, I can choose any of them. But because I completed reading, I found that it's too hot. So please open it because it's too hot. Number 6, Dad is reading the newspaper at, in, or on the moment. Yes, it's at the moment. Number 7, he's tired. He should or shouldn't go to bed late. He shouldn't because he's tired. And remember, after should or shouldn't, we have to put the verb in the infinitive form without adding anything to it or change it. Number 8, plants dies or dying if they don't get enough water. Of course, it's die because plants equal they are plural. And we have here the rule of if, remember it. Both parts of the sentence must be in present simple. Did mom and aunt cook yesterday? Yes, they did, of course, because I can put didn't. Didn't always with no and negative. Number 10, did or were you sleep late last Friday? No, I didn't. Here I have the answer with didn't, and I have another verb in the question. So I can't start with where. I can put another verb with where in the question. So I have to get a helper, and my helper in the past tense is did. And of course, because I have it in the answer too. Number 11, Tim didn't use or used to write in his notebook. Yes, it's didn't used to. If you remember, we have used to speak about the past habits, okay? And because it's in the negative form, I removed the D from used to and I put didn't used to. It means that he is not doing this anymore now. Exercise B, supply the missing letters. Always remember to read well to know the word and write the letters clearly in a good handwriting. The first word here is flight. Our flight to London is at 6 o'clock in the morning. The missing letters are G and H. Look, a big field of wheat. The missing letters are I and E. If you can't write in the spaces here, you can write the word above it. Exercise C, correct the verbs between brackets. Number 1, Tom and Ben walked to school. They not ride the bus yesterday. Yes, he's talking in the past tense. So I have to put the verbs in the past form. And in the past form we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. If the verb is not one of the irregular verbs that you studied, so it's regular. Here the verb walk, it's one of the regular verbs. So we put to it ed. Then Tom and Ben walked to school. They didn't ride the bus yesterday. Why here I put didn't? Because I have not with ride between brackets. Remember, if you have not with the verb between brackets, you have to put it in negative form. And the negative form in the past tense, we use it with didn't, okay? Number 2, what did you do last weekend? Last weekend, it happened already. I visit my grandparents Then I go shopping at the mall and I buy a new pair of shoes. It'd be a nice weekend. The first one, I visited. Of course, here I didn't double the last letter in visit. Of course, it's CVC. The last three letters of visits are CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant, because it's one of the no doubling verbs, if you remember them. I just put ED. I visited my grandparents, then I went shopping. Go is one of the irregular verbs. Study the list in the grammar book and pupils book well. At the mall, and I bought a new pair of shoes. It be a nice weekend. If you have be between brackets, you have to put verb to be. Verb to be in the past tense, it's was or were. Here we will use was because we have it. Number 3, my parents be tired yesterday. My parents were tired yesterday. After that, we have language functions. Complete using words from the text box. Read the sentence well. Number 1, she was born in New York and she has an American. We have 4 choices here in the text box. We have famous, passport, passengers, and expensive. Yes, the correct answer, excellent, an American passport. Number 2, luckily, the weren't hurt in the accident of the train. Of course, the passengers. Number 3, this jacket is too for me. I can't buy it. It's too expensive. It costs lots of money. Number 4, Egypt is for the Nile River. Yes, it's famous for. We always say famous for. Remember that. After that, we have the match exercise. The first one, can I have some juice, please? Remember to read all the choices first before you match. I read them all, so I match it with here you are, sir. Number 2, where are you from? I'm from France. Number 3, be quiet. I'm talking on the phone. Number 4, whose guitar is this? If I'm asking with whose, I'm asking about the owner of something. So whose guitar is this? It's Tom's. Number 5, where's the park? Yes, it's near the restaurant. And the last one, did you like the play? Yes, it was amazing. Here, let's go to our favorite part. It's the story time. Our Black Beauty. You have to listen to it with a CD or to the QR code and read it well before you answer. And always remember that we answer in full answers, please. Number 1, why did Black Beauty fall? Yes, Black Beauty fell because there was a stone in her shoe and she couldn't move well. Then her shoe came off or fell off her hoof and she fell with Reuben on her back. If you remember that, Reuben was drunk. What do you know about Lizzy? Lizzy was a strong horse. It's one of the Lord's horses. And the Lord's daughter wasn't strong enough to ride Lizzy. When Anne rode her, Lizzy felt scared of some wild young horses, and she ran and jumped over a gate. Anne was on her back and she fell with her. Jerry was a kind master. Write 2 examples from the story. Here you have to write 2 examples, not only 1. Yes, I know it's a long one, but you have to write all the details that you know. Jerry was a kind master. He cared about his horses and gave them good food. He refused to take extra money from the 2 late men when they asked him to take them to the station because they were late. He didn't want his horses to work hard or move fast, not like the other cab drivers. He cared only about his horses. He didn't care about extra money or anything. This is the first example. Remember, he needs 2 from me. Number 2, the second example, he also refused to work on a Sunday. When one of his best customers asked him to take his wife to the church, he told him that he needed rest and so did his horses. He lost one of his best customers because he cared about giving his horses a day off to rest. Let's complete from the text box. We have Anne, Reuben, and Mrs. Gordon's and James. Number 1, the stableman got drunk and rode Black Beauty. Yes, of course, it's Reuben Smith. Number 2, Harriet and were the Lord's daughters. Yes, it's Harriet and Anne. Number 3, saved the horses from a stable fire. Yes, he's a brave one, he's James. Black Beauty saved life. Here we don't have except Mrs. Gordon's. He saved Mrs. Gordon's life and Mr. Gordon's life. This is time for comprehension. Read it well. You have to read it well before you answer. I'll give you time to read. Then we will start answering. Write T, it's for true, or F for false. True means right and false means wrong. Number 1, Ted was from a rich family. Okay, he told me in the comprehension that Ted didn't come from a wealthy family, but he was taught that the value of money. So Ted was from a rich family? No, he wasn't. Sorry, it's a typo. It's false. He didn't come from a wealthy, because wealthy means rich. Okay? So it's false, not true. I'm sorry for the typo, mistake in writing. Number 2, he didn't learn the value of money. No, he learned the value of money. If you read the text again, you will know that. Number 3, some people borrow from the bank. Yes, they did. You will find in the last line that people take loans from the bank. Loans mean that they borrow money from the bank. Number 4, saving money is important. Yes, of course. Because if rainy day comes, what the meaning of rainy day? A rainy day means for a time when you need it in this passage. Yes, it is. It's true. A rainy day means for a time when you need it. Number 6, Ted used to buy things in sale. No, he used to buy things which are for sale, not in sale. Now, letter B, answer the following question in full answers, not short. Any answer is accepted here, but for my answer for you, money can buy everything. Discuss. Yes, money can buy everything. It can buy family, it can buy friends, it can buy freedom or happiness, it can buy lots of things. And it's good to have money and the thing that money can buy. But it's also good to check if you can have the money that can't buy. The last part here is the writing skills. Always remember that we write 3 paragraphs here. And 3rd primary. Introduction, the beginning, the middle part, the body, the biggest one, and the last one, the ending part. Okay? Here in the beginning part, you have to leave space, indentation, before you start writing. Okay? And write 2 or 3 sentences in the beginning paragraph. The second part, you have to write the biggest part, the details. Write 6 to 7 sentences, please. And the last part, you have to write your opinion, your feeling, your conclusion. It's about 2 sentences. And before starting writing each paragraph, you have to leave space, indent at the beginning line of each paragraph. Here our topic, it's about your favorite movie. The beginning you can write about what's your favorite movie, what kind of movie is it, where did you watch it and when. In the middle, the biggest part, you can write who is the hero, who are the characters, if you don't know the names of the heroes, what is the story of the movie about, who is your favorite character in the movie and why. The last part and the end or the ending, what is so special about this movie, why do you like it the most, did you like it or no, you can write your opinion here. Okay, and always remember that you will write in the past tense, okay, because you already watched it. Okay. Please don't forget the last part in the exam, copying the following sentence in a good handwriting. You always forget that, so please don't forget it. Write it in good handwriting only one time. Thank you and good luck.